welcome to the World at War. It's Dire Bears Tuesday night, Scion's 2nd edition Chronicle. Getting started a little late. We had a few technical issues and a whole lot of swearing. So any of you that were with us last week already know this, but for those of you that weren't, including one of our players, the band traveled to China at what they thought was the behest of Connor's father, Sun Wukong. Almost as soon as they arrived, they were challenged, or Connor, I should say, was challenged to a fight, though more of a sparring match than a conflict. Everybody was very polite about it. With a student of white eyebrows. Connor won pretty handily, but after that, though, they traveled to the mountain of fruit and flowers, or flowers and fruit, I forget which order it goes in. Sun Wukong's personal heavenly domain. There was mountain scaling and a lot of bribery.
So many peaches.
Only to get up there and find out that Sun Wukong wasn't there. They didn't know when to expect him back. The band hung out for a few days, and on their travels back down the mountain, they passed a hot spring that they had passed on the way up, only to find Sun Wukong, soaking while various demons lay around, kind of beat up. Connor managed to startle his father, getting his attention, at which point he leapt out of the water and everybody got a full view of the full Sun Wukong.
I'm holding back so many puns right now.
Do it.
Oh, come on. Just
Do
because
it,
he's
you
famous
coward.
for his...
Not.
Look, Sun Wukong is famous for his staff. You can talk about it. It's okay. We're all adults here.
We are not adults here.
We're sort of adults.
Oh, and we just got a follow from
Age.
Judge Judy Slayer. Thank you for the follow.
Woo.
Don't kill Judge Judy.
She kills at the behest of Judge Judy.
Okay, that's
He,
right.
she, or they.
I don't know. I've never been impressed with her. Other than
Judge
really liking
Judy's
that
like their
meme.
patron.
Yeah, maybe so.
Mm.
Where were we? Oh, yes. So Sun Wukong had not called Connor. The note Connor received was some sort of forgery. But he was happy to hang out with Connor for a little while, so he gave strict instructions to the demons not to drown any of you in the hot spring, and then him and Connor went back up the mountain.
That's about where we left off, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much where we wrapped up. So I believe Connor had something he wanted to talk to his father about.
There's a few things. I don't know who you wanted to start with.
We'll go ahead and start with that because we're probably going to get y'all back to Olympus pretty quickly.
Okay. So as they're walking on, it's like, hey, Dad, I had a question. Something I've been thinking about for a while. Well, two questions really.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you make me?
He looks over at you.
I mean,
Why does any parent make a child?
well,
I'm terribly
Was it-
irresponsible.
why does any parent have a child? Yeah, I could see that, but I mean, you and I both know you had to specifically make me, like, put me together, craft me together into, I don't know, am I a weapon to use against the Titans? What am I?
You may be hanging out with the Greeks too much. He smiles when he says it. You forget that I'm considered a Titan half the time.
Well, no, I don't forget.
But no, you were not specifically created to be a weapon. But it would be a lie to say you weren't an instrument to some degree.
See, that's what I'm curious about. Like, an instrument for what?
I don't know. Guan Yin just said I should probably that something was going to be happening in that little empty place called Nebraska, and I would probably want to have someone there.
Okay. Lovely.
And I trust when Guan Yin tells me something, I tend to trust her. She's one of the few people that I would trust so extensively.
I guess maybe if I ever run into her, I'll have to ask her.
She does wander amongst the mortals, but most of the time they don't realize who they're in the presence of.
That makes sense. Well, next question then. Could we spar?
Absolutely, and then he sucker punches you right in the gut.
You want to wrestle? Sure. Wham!
And he'll fling himself at Dad. Why not?
Well, but he knocks the wind out of you. By the time you take a swing, he's already dancing away from you, holding up your little, pencil-sized staff that you had tucked behind your ear.
Okay.
And then it's a race up the mountain.
He's still connected to the staff, so he'll activate his heavenly stride and dash after his dad.
It is a series of Roadrunner Wile E. Coyote moments. Your dad will get just out of view, and the next thing you know, he's ambushing you from one side or the other.
At one point, Connor's just cackling like a madman.
Wukong is laughing, but it doesn't sound as much like a human laugh as it does, something that would come out of a chimpanzee.
That's fair.
Like the noise that Oompa makes.
I'm just imagining like the hot spring quartet down there is like, what is going on? They just see
Well, the mountain is wooded, so they don't see a whole lot going up the mountain, but they can hear, especially Wukong's laugh, they can hear echoing through the mountain.
Is that something we can hear from where we are at the hot springs?
Yes.
I don't like that laugh. It's quite ominous.
Not so much ominous, only if it's directed at you maliciously, and I don't think it is directed at any of us maliciously.
We're not getting an avalanche or some shit, are we?
Do what now?
We're not getting an avalanche for these two going at supersonic speeds, are we?
I don't know. The idea had not even occurred to me, truthfully.
Thanks, Deca.
Where did I put my dice? But
Yay,
no,
chaos.
y'all are soaking, and slowly those demons kind of pull themselves up and limp away.
Get good pictures of the monkey demons. Last session I did get a selfie with them. While they're all unconscious.
Yes. Well, some of them were awake. They were just kind of laid out. All right. So Connor spends the rest of the day with his father. Sparring. His father shows him around a few places that y'all hadn't already seen in the days you'd been there. Is there anything else y'all wish to accomplish in China?
Before they leave the Mountain of Fruit and Flowers, Sasha will ask, can I take a cutting of any of these back down with me or no?
I have peaches.
Hey, Dad. May I posit this? These trees are a part of your celestial domain, which means there will now permanently, in addition to me, be a part of you in Olympus.
That's
Well, I mean, if I
fair.
don't manage to kill it, but I'm pretty good with plants.
I highly doubt you'll manage to kill it.
He says to the daughter of a god of with the death aspect.
Well, everything dies eventually.
Yes. Some quicker than others, depending on growing conditions, but
You may take as many clippings as you would like, provided
yes.
that you plant trees in a ring around the shrine Connor built. Can't have just a Japanese influence there.
Fair enough.
Will Kodama like recognize that as like an encroachment?
Unless it's stupid.
Ah, so you are doing this on purpose. Got it. Okay.
Just setting up a border. You have this much territory. This is your little island, so to speak.
Sounds fair.
Sasha will go about taking clippings and getting them back in her backpack to go down. Or however they're going to get back. Have we decided how we're getting back? Are we going to try to be stealthy about this?
Do we want to be stealthy about this?
Do we want to try and figure out what they're doing while we're not there? While they think we're not there?
Which actually brings to a good point. What has Clone Connor back in Olympus noticed?
There's a slow uptick of people coming to the shrine.
Goody.
Now, granted, a lot of them are just coming up to take pictures of themselves on the shrine, but a few people are leaving offerings.
Okay.
Let's see, if the clone is pretty much living at the shrine, there's not like any television there or anything.
Yeah, the clone's living at the shrine, basically. Like, whenever Connor's gone, he has one clone there and tells him, hey, when it's like your last day, make a copy of yourself and then vanish.
Which you can only do as long as you don't have your maximum number of clones out anywhere else.
Yeah, that's why, like, whenever we're gone, I typically only grab one less of what my maximum is, specifically for that purpose. Excuse me.
So yeah, nothing freaky has gone on at the shrine.
Okay. Yeah, Connor kind of shrugs like, well, the area around the shrine's okay.
I said it was the waterfront.
Yeah. That reminds me of something. And then he will direct the clone to ask the Kodama a question.
Kind of
Using
Kodama
the knack.
perches on one of its on a branch, looks down at you.
Using the knack, I'm gonna ask the clone's gonna ask the Kodama, do you know who sent the letter to the safe house? Because no one should know where those are other than me.
Alright, give me a roll.
Okay. Intellect and
I thought the knack said.
it did sort of.
Usually it's however many dots you have in that nap.
Okay, yeah, it says academics and survival. So they're both the same. So which attribute?
Oh. Let's go with manipulation because you're trying to convince the Kodama to tell you something.
No
one.
successes, so he doesn't know.
Nope, he tells you he does not know.
Lovely.
Momentum
Yeah, my dice are off to a great start.
can only go
Adding
up
one momentum.
from.
You gotta warm them up. Fine.
Yeah.
Give him a few test rolls.
Unfortunately, that's a question that I really needed answered.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait till we're out there.
You just have to investigate it the old-fashioned way.
Damn.
Uh,
I mean, we
what's your-
could. Go ahead.
What's your idea for getting us in there stealthily?
Same way I got my grandparents out of their apartment. It will.
Takes a lot out of you.
It'll limit what I can do, but not much of my power taps into my. Yeah, she just did like kind of a finger wiggle thing, for lack of better words.
Your divine power, like
Yeah,
what
most
I
of
use all the
it's.
time when I fight.
Yes, I mean most of it is used if I'm trying to be sneaky or not be seen or talking to the dead. It's not used when I'm battling.
Okay.
Chances of me like piling on, like trying to hide and talk to the dead and walk unnoticed and anything like that is not going to happen. I'd have to make recompenses for it, but it's not the first time.
I mean, I've got all my shit here, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good to go that route. If you are.
We can go that route, but where do we drop back into? They know where your apartment is.
No, they know where my one of my safe houses are.
But I'm saying everyone can easily locate Hilarious' apartment.
If we teleport inside the apartment, they're not gonna. No one's going into my apartment.
You're certain?
As far as I know.
And you could always ask Samuel, see if he's there.
Samuel's there. Text Samuel.
What do you text him?
Two things. One,
You awake? No.
you wait. Yeah. No. Can you put on a pot? We're coming in and it's been fucking cold. And then I'll just also. There you go. I'll also text him. Also, has any. And I'll send that one, and then I'll be like, also, has anything fucky been going on in Olympus?
He does. Yeah, I'm up. Oh, y'all headed back soon?
Yeah.
Let's
you-
see what.
Can you put on a pot?
No, nothing's been going on here. The apartment's fine.
He has not left the apartment. He's still catching up on his soaps.
Yep.
As far as when you asked him what's going on in Olympus, he goes, the news is not being kind to y'all. There's been a few disappearances on the waterfront. I mean, they don't even know that it's anything weird necessarily yet.
They're immediately coming at us.
Well, they're immediately assuming that it's something supernatural, and they've noticed that you're not in town again, and that's been a thing. The Varangians are investigating it.
Did we tell anyone we were coming to China? Did we? I can't remember. Did we announce that?
We'll literally announced it on the news.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I think you did mention it on the news, yeah.
We didn't say we were going to China. I said we were getting called away by Wukong.
Yeah, right. You not specify China.
Sure.
And then we had those guys show up at the airport waiting for us as if they knew what flight we were taking.
And they are from the same school as Kim.
And when we went to Antwerp. We didn't tell anyone we were going there, and that resulted in a death of a Scion.
With someone telling them that we were coming.
I mean, the Scion group, the band, knew we were coming, but the fact that the Fomorians somehow knew, and I don't know if the Scions would have told anyone we were coming.
From what I understand, from what we were told, the Fomorians got tipped off. Like someone from Olympus told them we would be there.
They got tipped off via an anonymous email, from what Hilarious found out.
Yes.
Yeah.
No idea where that came from, though.
Okay.
Someone knew, and we didn't advertise that trip.
I thought he had traced the IP to somewhere in Olympus.
It was. They traced it to some. It was like a burner email.
Yeah, it was like an onion email account sort of thing.
I'm just concerned that we are being tracked by outside means.
Yeah. You and me both.
Once we get back to Olympus, how do we go about finding out what's going on? Do we stay as low as we can? Do we announce we're back, like surprise?
I can lie to people.
Well,
We can all lie to people. You're just
there's
better versed in it.
what I would do, me, if I were thinking like I were still before pre you all. I'd lay low till something pops up, and then we swoop in when it happens. But that's just me. And we all know how well my plans have been working out lately.
Did you tell us that you asked the Kodama?
No.
Okay. No, never mind.
3 of us at least can pass unnoticed, or at least look like someone else.
Mm-hmm.
We could probably disguise Robert too.
I'll make you over, Robert. They like have their hands like this over Robert's like face. I think
And
I
then
can work with this.
and then they pull out the razor. That beard's gotta go though.
No, it's the source of his powers.
Arm goes.
Can't swing his hammer without it.
Wouldn't that be a crap sure if that was true?
What hammer?
I mean, I could probably.
I mean, his
craft
regular
it.
hammer. I don't mean like a weapon. I mean like just crafting stuff.
He can't craft.
You can't be a dwarf without your beard.
Fair.
It's in the union rules.
Do we
He's
want
not
to?
wrong.
Do we want to try that? Getting back in, laying low, snooping for information for a bit.
You can do that.
Yeah, personally, that's what I would do, but
Where do we want to? Where do we want to teleport to? If that's what you're gonna do.
My only concern with your apartment, I understand it is secure, but even non-celestial, non-divine people know where it is. If we go near the windows, they're going to know we're there.
Then we can go somewhere else. I'm not saying we have to go.
The only place, as far as I'm aware, that the Varangian guard were not guarding was, and she points at Connor, where his
Yeah.
place is.
they
Because
don't know
he has
where
not
any of my shit is.
advertised his homes.
I'm concerned that someone knew where one of my safe houses was. But then again, it is the only safe house that you all have been to. So, could be one of you weren't quite as careful getting there. I don't know.
I don't know either. It's
How
very
soundproof are your
frustrating.
walls?
Hmm?
How soundproof are your walls? Is it possible that they just heard a fucking dragon?
Mm.
Still, who knows what a dragon sounds like?
Just hear weird growling.
It could be anything. It could be a very large dog. And she points at Smoochums.
From over in the corner where the aforementioned fucking dragon is,
Hmm.
it starts dropping f-bombs.
Yes, we've taught the toddler to cuss.
I've taught the 4-year-old to say fuck.
Congratulations.
She seems terribly amused with herself too.
Sasha's hiding a cackle.
It's hilarious. It's like very visibly blushing.
You'll have taught my daughter to cuss.
It's going to happen eventually.
Well, yeah, I know.
Pat Condor, like, good luck with that.
He just turns and gives Hilarious the biggest grin he's got. Oh,
Now
really?
that's what you worry about, not the Wukong laughter.
What's he gonna do? Kill me?
Probably not. But
I do remember Samuel mentioning something about training you.
no. And back on task and like clapping her hands like, come on, where do we want to go?
Do you have to be familiar with the place?
Let me
To
double
get
check
there?
that. It's power.
You can't just jut yourself into a tower halfway through a tower.
Oh, that gives me that D&D movie vibe.
D&D movie, or like when you lag into somewhere.
Yeah, there's this.
It's gonna clip through.
Yeah, there's this D&D movie. It's older movie, but like they were teleporting into a tower, and the wizard, like when they teleported, her arm was like in the wall, so she ended up like merging with the wall,
Oh no.
and
Okay.
they had to cut her arm off to get her out.
Starry path. You focus on a specific location, so it must be a specific location.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting.
Doesn't say if she has to be familiar, just says a specific location.
If he could describe the place to you,
Shit.
and Olympus could give you, the address and the so forth. Eh,
Yep.
We would have to go back down the mountain.
yeah.
The
you
boon
wouldn't
can't
able
be
to do it.
used to pass directly from one realm of existence to another.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Phone's ringing.
Tell him he can't come to work.
Well, personally, I like that plan. Use that to sneak back into the city.
You just gonna describe a warehouse or something that you own?
I don't own any warehouses.
I don't know.
See, I've got a few other safe houses I can describe. There is my old stomping grounds up north we could go to.
Where is the coast in Olympus?
Oh, it's the southern part of the city that's on the lake. And then you got that bridge across that other little community.
So basically, what it would boil down to is we could land up north. One of my safe house, and my apartment and some of my safe houses are kind of further in the south. So we could go that route too. But that would put us a little bit closer in the middle of the action.
I'd probably prefer to be in the action because if we start up north and we're going to south, they're just gonna see us anyway. And then what was the point?
Fair. All right.
So if you have something relatively close by, that would be ideal.
Yeah,
Blood hunts are in the south of Olympus, I think. So
Y'all could always just pop in at All's Good and borrow somebody's car. That town owes you. They'd loan you a car.
Uh-huh.
the car they loan us is like a tractor trailer.
No, it's a literal tractor pulling like a hay wagon.
Oh no.
We would carry all the animals that way.
It's a wheat thresher.
Weed thresher. What is with you and weed threshers, buddy?
It's a good weapon.
Uh,
Alright, so y'all planning to come down a little bit north of the city?
um,
Or at least in the northern part, you know, above the belt line.
I say we wait till Sarah gets back to decide that one because she's the one teleporting us. So she
Fair
has
enough.
a vote too.
Hilarious waddles over and gets a video of the dragon saying fuck.
Well, while y'all were talking, Wukong has wandered in and started playing with the dragon.
Oh, that's cute.
So you like Shauna, Dad?
Oh yeah. But then they're always cute when they're this age. Don't trust them when they get older. And then he looks at her, "What are you, sweetie?" And she looks at him and goes, "I'm an effing dragon." Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Has she eaten anybody yet?
No, she is not.
Not for lack of wanting.
She's like, "Don't eat the dogs."
Well, I don't know. She has been dubbed as Queen of the Monkeys.
She looks sideways at Smoochums. I will murder her.
Well, given the way her face is designed, she has to look sideways at everybody.
You know what I mean.
Come on. We're going to one of Connor's safe houses, I think. That's what we decided
Okay.
on.
All right.
I've got a few set up. All right.
Whichever one would be able to house all of us, a fucking dragon, and 2 large dogs.
Fucking dragon.
It wouldn't be comfortable. I mean, it's stocked up enough for one person to survive for about 2 weeks if he never left.
3 or 4 of us can pass as someone else. We can always take shifts going out to get food.
And we'll say none of the food in there is going to be fancy stuff. It's all like stuff that doesn't perish or like dried
Yes.
food.
A lot of SpaghettiOs, got it.
It's going to be the best, worst slumber party ever.
Just making sure you know so you know what you're getting into.
I've been poor before, it's fine.
Yeah, then he will describe his safe house. It's a little closer to the coast.
Pull it up on
Coast,
Google's map.
Lake. River.
Body
It's
of
a lake.
water.
It's a lake.
Okay. My brain's always going, is it a lake or is it a river?
It's a lake that goes
Well,
into it.
the city that the map is actually a map of, it's a big river that's dumping into the ocean right about there. For our purposes,
okay.
though, it's the well, shoot, I'm blanking on the lake's name now, but largest lake in Nebraska.
Gotcha.
All right. Down the mountain then.
Down the mountain we go.
Alright. Well, Dad, it's been fun, but we gotta go.
I'll walk you out.
Alright.
Perhaps we wait to visit again on less odd terms, odd reasons.
It's Dad's home. It's gonna be odd regardless.
Well, I mean the intention of our visit.
Ah.
That would be nice, but in our line of work, he kind of gestures to all of himself and all of you. In our line of work, we don't usually get that kind of free time.
I'm learning that.
Well, at least we got this time, right?
It's been nice.
It was a very nice visit. As y'all get to the steps, you see him reach into his pocket, pull something out, and sit down on the step, and then kind of thump it over.
Is it a slinky?
A slinky starts down there. But Wukong is following it, hands over feet.
I look at the rest. I'm like, I knew it. Fucking told you.
It's gonna stop on the last step. You know it is.
Put down $5.
She sees that.
Connor
I
just
don't-
follows him down.
After you two make that little wager, you'll just slightly hear under his breath. All right, bet. Hey, Robert like shows Telarius a $5 bill and just stuffs it in a shirt pocket. Just in case he's like, yeah, I got it. Bet.
So y'all make it down the mountain. And the slinky comes to a stop at the second to last step.
No!
Wukong stops with it, turns himself around, standing on his hands. Oh, nobody gets the money. And then he flips down those last two steps.
Keep my fire.
And y'all are down at the bottom where that little velvet rope was keeping y'all out. We all had to bribe the first monkey.
Is there a monkey there?
Yes, but he saw y'all coming and already has the rope open. He greets Wukong. When you see the rest of you, he hopes you had a pleasant stay.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Alright. Looks around like whenever you all are ready.
Yep. Once y'all are past that rope, y'all are considered to be back in the mortal plane.
Take care,
Well.
son Wukong. Anything you wouldn't do.
That does not limit it.
No, it does not. I tell y'all to be careful, but y'all are a little busy living an interesting time. So
What does that mean?
Yeah.
That was a curse.
Me wishing it on you would be a curse. Me
Fair.
stating that it's happening to you is just me telling
Just
you the sky's
facts.
blue.
Stating facts.
Maybe
Thanks,
live
Dad.
in less interesting times then.
He then turns around and smacks the top of that slinky really hard, and it starts going up the stairs just for momentum. And then he starts following him. Hand over feet.
Just picture cartwheel
Uh.
up the mountain.
Well,
Sun Wukong, Divine Slinky. Okay.
ladies and gentlemen, my father.
Are you going to start doing backflips downstairs?
Do not tempt me, I might.
Noted. Steps onto the other side of the rope.
We can all have
Starts
some, happy
preparing the spell.
fathers.
Alright, what was that story path? I see where you posted it now.
She's going to be burning a legend to impersonate it and a legend to use it. So she is down 2 legend.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I thought you got it.
No, I don't have the stars purview. So yeah.
So
Might
little
eventually
stars
pick up
start
stars.
waking into existence around you.
Still very serpentine, just because
Mhm.
her influence. Creepy snake stars.
Well, it's like you can kind of see the constellations, but they're all snake
Yeah.
constellations. The stars kind of expand, or the field of them expand. They don't get bigger, but it's like the field of them gets bigger until it envelops everybody. And then the area in between those stars starts getting dark until you really can't see anything except yourselves, standing around in your little group. And the stars themselves. Everything else. It's like you're standing in the night sky. You hear the little dragon. Ooh.
That one's the Big Dipper. That one's just a
She's
snake.
impressed.
Smoochums and Spruce seem a lot less impressed.
That's about par for those.
Spruce is looking around.
That one's a North Star.
Smoochums is acting about as excited as an alligator acts.
Well, she ain't gonna
That
be
is to
very
say, not very.
good. Yeah.
Smoochum was like, "Is this a raw chicken? No? Okay."
This gonna feed me? Nope.
Then the stars start to fade, but the black starts to lighten up. And then you realize you're standing in a dusty safe house.
Well, it appears it worked all right.
The dragon
All
looks
right.
around,
Somebody else's safe house.
and then she kind of scrambles over to a window and puts her head up to the window.
Well, this is my home. One of them, anyway. It's basic. It's very basic.
It serves its purposes.
So is this like a studio apartment, or
It basically, yeah.
and if you would click on the map about where you're figuring it is. If y'all got the map pulled up, let me see where.
I do not pulled up.
We have to slide over. It has the picture of the little blocks, and then slide over.
Oh, okay. This one is around. Let's see.
You can put it over here. I don't know.
Nah, This one is around, say, here-ish.
Just outside of downtown.
Well, I switched over to the overlay where everybody can see the map, and now all those extra zoom windows are sitting there in the corner. There we go.
Is that what?
Found him.
Is that the downtown area? No, hold on. My bad. No, this one would. I'll say that's. Yeah. No, I'll say he's about here-ish.
Okay. So that is right at the edge of the border of town.
Yeah.
Because the main part of the town is in this little semi-circle kind of area, surrounded by this road they call the Belt Line. But you're within the city limits out here, so. But that's out, the kind of industrial area along the seaport or the lakeside is there. They do ship some stuff across the lake. But all right. So so y'all are on the eastern side of town. Out, it's a more residential area. It's almost looking like the county by that far out. But like I said, you're in the city. You are in the city limits, the police jurisdiction, and all that. So
Inside of Tillarius unslings their backpack and opens it up a little bit. Goes through it and is like, "Ha!" Pulls out their makeup. All right.
Hilarious. Fair warning. I don't have internet here.
I have a hotspot. It's fine.
As in, if you're going to use it, go use it elsewhere.
Mask your. That is a good point. Hands to Hilarious her phone. Can you check for any tracking on these?
Try.
They're following us one way or another, be it mundane, magical, or technology. I'd like to limit, or at least eliminate some methods.
Have you been browsing or downloading weird stuff lately?
No.
Do a preliminary look. Click on any weird links, phishing on your email.
I've been with all of you people. I haven't had time to look at stuff on my phone much.
She's just helped those 2 Nigerian princes. That's all.
Aside from that, but I mean,
I'll check and see if we're being technologically tracked, I guess.
All right, give me a tech roll.
Yeah.
Sasha's also going to look around on everyone just for anything of a magical nature.
I think about everybody has got something of a magical nature on them.
Yeah, but she knows like
But,
what
but
everyone
nothing
has as
stands
far
out
as.
as unusual or anything you didn't already know about.
Yeah,
That is 4
covering
successes.
all the ducks.
All right, y'all aren't being tracked by anybody you wouldn't expect to be tracked by. You know,
So
Google,
Facebook-
Facebook.
Just Google.
Facebook, yeah.
All the standard people.
Sure.
Doesn't know where we are.
Aside from Senator Pichai and Bill Gates and all those guys, no one else.
Nothing new magical.
That's the CEO of Google, guys.
All right.
Gotcha.
Well, that's good.
The usual suspects, but nobody else
All right.
gives you back your phones.
How do we want to go about getting information from around here? Do we want to contact the news lady?
Is it possible she's also on the take?
I don't know. I mean, I could.
I mean, anybody could be on the take at this point.
I'll look at Connor. So nobody else knows about this place, right?
Other than you all know. At least I shouldn't.
What if
I take measures to. I don't answer the phone. I don't try to access Wi-Fi, internet, or anything here.
Sure.
He actually shows his phone that has been turned off. I don't even keep these on while I'm here.
Sure. What if someone sent an anonymous tip that the Olympian band died in China? No one else knows we were there.
That could be cruel.
It could be, but it would also flush out the people who are like doing this.
Could paint a target on loved ones' backs.
Just a thought. Putting it out there.
Whoever does contact her, try to be quiet about it. As in, sneak off. Don't contact her around here.
Theoretically, it could work. We couldn't point at Hilarious, Jaden. Does she know if Robert has family in town?
Insane.
I don't know, Robert, have you ever talked about your family?
No, Robert really hasn't talked about his family.
Got the one weird dad. And that's it.
We couldn't tell any of our families this for the ruse to be successful.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why
Could-
I would want you all to like. That's why I'm letting you all know this is an option. This isn't something I'm going to do. I'm not gonna call right away and be like, "Oh my God, they died."
It could also backfire on us.
Yeah, it could.
So can most things. Not doing anything is going to backfire on us.
Yes.
Either way, I will be cloaking myself and just keeping an eye on the waterfront.
I will join you at that. I can keep an eye for anything magical related.
I'm going to make myself look extremely mundane.
We may want to not carry anything identifying. I'm probably not the only person that can see magical items.
Solaris folds their wings.
I meant your flashlight.
The bag of seeds or figs or whatever it is that you eat sometimes.
My sword, your staff, the mirror.
I can hide my staff.
But can you hide its magical signature?
Good point.
Does anyone have lead?
I don't believe that works. What she would know if that works. I'm rolling an occult for that.
What would lead do?
They're going off D&D logic.
With 3 successes, would she know if lead will camouflage magical items?
She knows that the ability to sense magic is not Superman's X-ray vision. Lead ain't gonna do nothing that anything else solid ain't gonna do.
Considering she can see when it's like in pockets and stuff like that.
What are the limitations to that anyway?
I will find the skill.
While this is going on, you hear some commotion from the animals. Spruce barks. You hear kind of a low rumble from Smoochums. And you hear the dragon, hold still.
Oh, that's fucking concerning.
What are you doing?
You look over there, and the dragon has like draped coats over the animals. We need disguises.
You are your father's child.
Oh, I'm very proud of you, Shauna.
Sasha full on like, oh.
Take a picture of Smoochums in a coat.
Picture like this alligator hat with like a little hat on, or alligator head with a little hat on it.
That is adorable, and I love it.
Now just wait till she pouts when you don't take her with you.
Yeah, Solaris makes themselves look very just like a regular guy, just like a normal guy going to their 9 to 5, just suitcase in hand.
Sasha just ain't there.
Yeah. Oh, we don't all have that power.
Yeah.
She has one legend left. She can do it.
Solaris looks at Robert and like, I can get you done up too if you want.
Go right ahead. No, but I say he kind of motions to his hair. It's like again, being redheaded has its fallbacks.
Oh, don't worry, we can fix that.
Oh no!
It's just like a 10-minute montage of like getting temporary dyeing.
Dye it all black to make the tips green. It'd be great.
Yep. Rolling up the beard and like making it in a knot and going like folding it this way.
But I get the feeling I'm gonna need to thanks to how this is progressing, I'm gonna need to give Shauna that shape-shifting power.
Comes in handy.
Does Robert have like? Do dwarves have pointy ears in these mythologies, or is it just like a flat ear?
I don't recall the dwarves having anything weird with their ears in Norse mythology.
Okay.
No,
Just
but
regular-
as far as I know.
Okay, cool. All right,
I don't really know if elves did in Norse mythology.
They did.
I did. Just bleed over from neighboring places. But yeah, that's what they'll take like 5-10 minutes, mostly with the hair, figuring out where they want to put the beard and like everything, just slicked back, oily hair.
He takes Robert's
Mostly
beautiful
oily
beard
from
and makes
the
it look like a
hair
neck beard.
Mm.
Okay, Robert gets first dibs on shower when we get back.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not like we have a communal shower or anything.
I do not have a communal shower in here, no.
Good. And then they'll get their briefcase. Be like, all right. Well, I'm going to just walk around as a normal guy for a bit.
I'm fine with that.
Norm L. Guy, nice to meet you.
Yep. And
Shauna's waiting by the door when y'all are ready to go.
Huh?
I said Shauna's waiting by the door when y'all are ready to go.
What's hilarious is moving out. I don't know if
Mm.
I don't know if the dragon is or anybody else is really.
He'll go over and sort of pat Shauna on the hands like, so remember how you said earlier in Dad's domain, you're a motherfucking dragon. Or you're a fucking dragon, rather.
Motherfucking dragon.
I'm a effing dragon.
What'd she say?
Well, now she's saying she's an MFing dragon.
Oh,
Because
you've touched her.
you showed her something to attach to that word.
Yeah, he just... it was gonna happen. That means you're very noticeable.
Thank you.
Yes. And we're trying to not be noticed. At least for now.
She kind of looks at her costumes. Or she says disguises.
Do you have one for you?
She got a coat kind of draped over one shoulder.
Oh dear.
That's really cute.
It's good. Wait. She runs off to another room, comes back with a baseball cap turned around backwards on the back top of her head.
I love this dragon so much.
Well, unlike the other animals, with the dragon, you're dealing with one with human intelligence. It's just a baby.
Oh.
She's gonna go get mom's pumps that are like twice the size of her feet now.
That's adorable, Shauna.
And then she rears up, she's trying to balance on just her two legs.
Yeah, you're still gonna be very noticeable, dear. So, how about I cut a deal with you?
Her eyes narrow.
How about you stay here, and when the next time we go and fight whatever is doing this to our home, the domain that you are a part of, I'll bring you with me. How about that?
Want to go
Don't
now?
bring a child into battle.
You get to fight. Just later.
Want to go now?
What he is trying to say is, we also need someone to guard here. And that is a very serious responsibility.
Yes.
Smoochums can guard. Smoochums is very serious.
But if Smoochums needs help, Smoochums is very small as well.
Spruce can be here.
I tried, okay? I tried.
Yeah. Sean, I'm gonna need you here for right now, okay?
She stomps a foot and walks into the other room.
Ugh, hate it here. Fuck you, Dad.
Flexes her wings, throws the coat.
You're going to have to bring her back something.
I know.
She keeps the hat on.
Her rebellious teenage phase.
Already?
Honestly, at this point, I think she's growing faster because she's connected to me. Seems to be fast even for, someone with deific power.
You'll have noticed her language getting noticeably better, Dave, from one day to the next.
Well, another thing to add to the list to research and study.
Yeah.
You should probably bring her back food.
Yeah. Fortunately, I nicked some of the stuff that the monkeys were giving her before we left.
Just has a backpack full of peaches.
Oh yeah, I'm sure dragons are all about peaches.
Well, it's one of the things that the Kadama mentioned is the older she gets, the more her hoarding instinct is going to grow. So,
Bring her back something shiny.
yeah. At this point, I'm just trying, I guess, to not indulge in her every want and desire, so she learns moderation.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know. It's a work in progress. I know I'm not the most shining example of it in the world, but
None of us here are.
Yeah, we're all utter
Except maybe Robert.
disasters. Yeah, Robert's got his shit together. She looks over at Robert. The rest of us,
Robert's like halfway through a Rubin or something.
looking like all made up from Hilarious. Robert's got his shit together.
literally, apparently.
Robert literally just like has a shit-eating grin. Is like, all right, bet.
Comparatively.
To the rest of us.
You have a vehicle that's like 90% more together than the rest of us.
All right, fair.
Oh, I'm sad that that's true.
All right.
I'm actually sad that that's true.
Pat,
Well, you know, two members of your band are as fast as a vehicle, so do you really need one?
I mean, I don't need one, but
Yeah, you theoretically don't need it. Can you have one? Yes. Do you absolutely have to have it? No.
yeah.
let's leave in individuals, pairs, shadows.
I'm gonna move off on my own. I know this place fairly well. Does anybody need me?
Sasha's did we, when we were looking at about this in Wukong's realm, did we see the area where all this was taking place so we can all kind of head that direction?
That'd be easy enough to check on your phones once you're out. 3 people have disappeared from right around here. Y'all still looking on the map.
Okay, like right near where that bridge is.
Which is one of the bigger kind of warehouse districts, you know.
Was it anywhere near where the other fish people expedition was taken care of or taking place?
Yes, actually, that is about the same area that the ones that were using a warehouse to do some rituals. Yeah, they got busted up. And then there was one person further down here, and then one over close to the park here.
But most were that warehouse area.
Right, 3 of them right there, and then kind of 2 outliers on either side.
Were the 3 from that area taken in succession, or was it like the other ones?
The 3 disappeared all at once.
Okay,
all
so
in the
it's
span
a
of
group
one
of them.
night.
Okay.
The other 2 have been spaced out.
Okay. Were the 3 the most recent, or the individuals?
The individuals.
Okay. Do we all want to split up and go to different locations, or move as a group? Figuratively.
See, I know the area fairly well, so I'm comfortable going on my own. But if somebody needs a guide, then I could go with them.
What if the 2 people who can largely be invisible could split up with the other 2 of us who can't?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, it could work.
Either way, let's make a point to not engage unless there's an absolute need to.
Yeah.
We don't want to show our hand like immediately after getting back here.
Sounds like a plan.
To that end, keep all of your electronic media off for right now.
Without hesitation, Robert turns his phone off. Okay, then.
Only turn it on if you absolutely need to contact someone.
Then the other person has their phone off.
Yeah.
Didn't think that cunning plan through.
No, I did. I didn't say it'd be us you'd be contacting.
Who are we supposed to contact then?
Well, we're just regular Joes out here, right? Call the police.
Yeah, fair enough. Shall we?
Let's go.
Onwards.
Onwards. So I think it'll be one of y'all between Connor and Sasha with Telarius, one of you with Robert.
Flip a coin and pick one.
My emotional support envy.
I'm good with whoever.
Flipping a coin. Heads, Telarius. Tails, Robert.
Yeah.
Works.
Going with Telarius.
All right.
Makes Robert's coming with me.
Alright.
Woe be unto you, dude.
So if we have to escape, we're not running, because I'm horrible at running, just so you know.
It's okay. It's all mine.
Alright then.
Alright, so is Sasha going unnoticed?
Oh yeah, walk unnoticed.
Alright.
There's one legend left, she's using it wisely.
And
Yeah.
Telarius is currently normal L guy.
Made up. Yeah. Just a regular dude.
Robert Humanson. Well, no, Bob Humanson, because we already have a Robert.
There you go.
Connor is using walk unnoticed. But he will be leaving a clone in the safe house.
To make sure Shauna doesn't throw a temper tantrum.
Yeah,
The
so
ship has sailed.
still.
He's in her room, playing emo music.
I'm not going to lie to you. If you had left them unattended, the police would have been surrounding the house when you got back.
Yeah, no, there is a Connor keeping an eye on them.
Hey guys, they know we're back! Or at least that our pets are back.
Mm-hmm.
But no, for the moment, she has picked a room and has gone in there and slammed the door.
We're good to do anything.
I hate this place, man.
Never gonna treat my kid like this.
Alright, so where are y'all heading off to exactly?
Connor's just kind of gonna roam around the waterfront.
Okay. I should say which of the attack sites, probably a poor way to put it. But which of the spots where somebody disappeared are you going around? Because this is the shore is the length of the city here, basically. So
Yeah. Could you relink those spots again?
all right, yeah, the three.
Wait, can we draw on the map?
Yeah, let's draw
Here
that.
we go. Was it like here?
Yeah, that's pretty close. And then there was one like.
And here.
Hang on, let me bring the map back up where everybody else can see it. There we go.
And stuff crashes. No.
It's a distinct possibility.
I say let us not coax that juju into existence if at all possible.
Before they get out into the wide world, Sasha will be like, which We'll have that conversation. Where do we want to go? How do we want to split this? That way we're not all examining the same location.
What if somebody explored one side of this bridge here, and somebody explored the other side?
It gives one group 2 locations to explore. Maybe each explore the individual one, meet up at the third middle one.
Yeah, it works too, sure.
Yeah, that could work.
Considering
Sounds good to me.
3 were taken there at once.
Yeah.
All right, and last week we figured out that Beijing was how many time zones removed from Nebraska?
No idea.
A
Let's
lot.
find that out.
I don't think we ever actually looked into that.
All right, Beijing to Lincoln, Nebraska is 13 hours.
That stuff.
So if it was 9 in the morning when you were leaving China, it's 9:10 in the evening now. Plus time to disguise, so maybe it's 11.
Midnight.
Well, I think it's about noon actually, because we spent most of the Connor and Wukong spent most of the day sparring, and then we left after that.
See, I was kind of assuming y'all left the next morning. Did y'all leave?
Yeah,
early
so that
day?
was the following day.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Now the disappearances have been at night, so this does not work against you
That's true.
as far as wanting to investigate.
Yeah.
We just have to make sure we don't get abducted.
Dun dun dun.
We're not gonna get abducted.
That's never happened. There's no Cyclops here. It's fine.
Uh-huh.
No one has to take a day
Little
off.
do you
it's
realize
fine.
I'm bringing in aliens from the Scion, from the Trinity role-playing game.
Oh no.
I don't know
Which is
what that is,
also-
but I hate it.
It's a sci-fi game that White Wolf did that the guys that do Scion own it now and have done a new edition of it. It's all story path. I could absolutely bring it over. Lots of people believe in aliens.
True.
I mean, there's gods wandering around. Why not aliens?
But no. All right. All right. So the Connor Robert group is going to which one?
Say the far left.
All right. So the one closer to the park.
Yeah.
I think it was called Waterfront Park. Yeah, I've been there before. And that will leave the Norm L. Guy and Sasha group
Excuse me.
going to this one over here, which is still kind of an industrial area, but it's the warehouses are thinning out a little bit by that point. You know, it's a couple of warehouses. It's a few, one or two plants.
Oh, you'll be great here, Sasha. Plants.
No.
Mm-mm-mm. One of the first
Unseen
things you
flick of
notice.
Telarius's ear.
One of the first things you notice is the police presence.
Sure.
Just noticeably more patrol cars driving around. Not like the area is flooded with them, but it's a noticeable amount.
More than normal.
Yeah, it strikes you as probably being more than normal. Or in Connor's case, since he's more familiar with this area, definitely more than normal.
Yeah.
Some of the plants, of course, go 24 hours a day, so they're still up and going. Not a lot of people in the park this time of night, though.
Walking around.
Yeah. See, walking around, keep an eye on things. other than like he'll comment to Connor will comment to Robert. Well, this is noticeably a lot more police presence than usual.
Oh.
Yeah. This isn't the best area of town, true. It's better than up north, but this is a lot
Odd
more
even
than
for them.
normal. Yeah. But and he'll keep heading towards this area as they're
Okay.
talking. It's like, well, yeah, it's just weird. Keep an eye out.
Will do.
Keep your head on a swivel.
So you're walking along the road here. Because there's one that runs right along the water.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a little bit of traffic. Like I said, you're seeing a few more patrol cars than usual. And as you kind of get close to this bridge here,
Mm-hmm.
you can see it's a light line. It's actually a railroad bridge.
Oh, this one here. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I couldn't see it. Like,
yeah, zoomed out, it's very light on that blue.
Yeah, I had to zoom in real close.
But yeah, it's just for rail lines. It comes through. It kind of skirts the outside of town.
Okay.
But as you get close to where that crosses the road, there's a car pulled over to one side with its hazard lights on, and it's jacked up. But you don't see anybody around the car.
Over here?
Yes,
Or
this
over
is
here?
this is the Connor group. So yeah, over here on the left.
Okay.
I'll go take a look.
You walk around. Car's jacked up. The hubcap's taken off of the front driver's side tire. 3 lug nuts have been taken off. They're sitting inside the, hey, it looks like somebody was in the middle of changing a tire.
Then there's a yoink. Was their back to the water when they were doing it?
Yes.
Huh.
The lug nuts are sitting in the hubcap. The tire iron is laid over to one side.
Hey, Robert.
Yes.
You notice that that their back was to the water when they were changing the tire.
He kind of just glances around like, well, yeah, it's about the only way you're really going to get any leverage is the way it is.
Well, yes, but I mean,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh.
okay, yeah, you following me now?
Yeah, that's not good.
And to just about anybody else, it looks like you're alone here.
He'll keep his head on a swivel. Yeah, you'd pretty much be SOL and would have no luck of anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is turning out to be a fun evening.
Yeah. So I had an idea.
All right.
Maybe you take a shot at it? Work on the tire? And I'll keep an eye out?
Sure. Oh, I'll act like I'm repairing. That'd be fine. He'll get down on his knees and start messing with the tire iron and taking out the remaining lug nuts.
All right. So of course it's you, so you have no trouble at all popping them loose and spinning them right off.
He's just slightly humming like.
All right, what is the roll? Because pass
Oh,
unnoticed, there has
technology.
to be a roll if it's a non-trivial character.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Walk
Give me a sec.
unnoticed.
Yeah, walk
it's,
unnoticed,
it's manipulation versus legend. Manipulation plus legend versus cunning plus legend.
All right.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
I'm in danger.
Well, you are, but we haven't gotten to that yet.
Fantastic.
Love that.
Stupid question.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid answer.
If I am correct, there is something I believe that Robert can do as Guardian. It's a warning. Under Guardian, you sense the presence of danger before it emerges. You spend
Oh,
momentum
Spidey
and double
sense.
the success. Yeah, essentially yes.
Okay, is there a roll you got to make for that?
Yeah. Well.
Or do I just go,
Sure,
you know, my dude, you about to get effed up?
It says knack skill plus calling is all I have for the stuff. But it says I can spend momentum and double the success on any roll detecting ambushes or to discern whether or not people means harm. If you are protecting your charge, you do not need to pay the cost. Though I did not declare Connor as my charge, so
Oh, so you had to declare who you're looking out for, basically.
yeah, if I'm in, it says if I'm protecting my charge. So if I were to say Connor was my charge and I'm keeping an eye on, then
Okay, so
I wouldn't even need to pay the cost.
you would get a sense that he was in danger. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I have
so
to keep reminding myself there's some of these things I have.
there's a lot of little fiddly stuff to keep up with this system.
There is, yeah. That's what I was gonna see. Like for our next game, maybe find something with a little
A little less
easier
chunky.
system. Yeah.
I think
Bit
this
less
would be one that would be
chunk.
easier to run at a table with everybody.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think this would be much easier with the table.
You know,
That's my official review on Path.
I don't
Not COVID friendly.
dislike the system, but it's like a slightly clunkier version of the V5 we were playing.
Yeah.
It's
You know,
crunchy
with my
as
book
granola.
spread out at a table, I think I'd keep up with it a little better. But anyway, digression. All right, so
Yeah.
what does Connor have to roll for his pass unnoticed?
It's my manipulation plus legend versus their cunning plus legend.
All right, well, I made their roll, so I know how many successes they got. So go ahead and give me a roll for that.
All right, give me one second here. Manipulation. I'm gonna use leadership just because it has the 3 dice in it for
Okay.
legend, and I'm gonna use 2 of our momentum as well. So actually, I'll just roll athletics because that has 5 dice.
All right, so burning 2 momentum.
Yes. God damn, 2 successes.
All right. So
Even
if
with
there's
all
something
that.
out there looking for you, if it got more than 1 success, it has seen you, or at least sent
More
you
than
presence.
2.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
more-
That's right. You rolled 1 success. How many enhancements did you have on it?
Just plus. Well, would my stealth specialty count to this?
Were you specifically hiding, or were you standing there counting on the magic to keep you out of sight?
I mean, he would have tried to at least hide a little bit,
Okay.
but
Go ahead and count your stealth specialty in there then.
okay, so it would be 3 then.
Okay.
In that case.
All right. So from a little bit further down, kind of back the way y'all came from where the car is. A woman comes walking up.
Okay.
She doesn't pay Connor any attention. Connor, you see that her eyes are focused on Robert.
Is this a woman that looks somewhat familiar to him?
No, it's
Ooh, excuse me.
it's a blonde lady, shoulder length hair. Kind of nothing special about how she's dressed.
Okay.
Robert, you hear the crunch of gravel behind you, and you hear a woman's voice. Oh, thank you.
I mean, he'll just keep on. If he hasn't finished changing the tire, if depending on like where he is, he'll be like, swapping the tire, putting it on. Like, oh yeah, I noticed it. It looked like it was just unfinished, and by saying, hey, ain't no trouble.
Yeah, I had to. She looks a little embarrassed. I had to go to the little girl's room, so to speak.
I mean, that's understandable.
Keep
When you
behind
gotta go,
you.
you gotta go. By saying, hey, he'll start, finishing up and tightening all the lug nuts.
She walks up. She's just kind of watching you work. Man, that's so nice of you, though. You don't run into that kind of gentleman all that often anymore. She kind of puts a hand on your shoulder.
Does it feel like a genuine, like, I'm glad you're doing this, or can he tell by the touch, like, yeah, about that? Do I need, or is there a
It's
role
not. She's not like putting a lot of force on it or anything, or
Okay, so it feels like a genuine, like, she's appreciative.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah. Nothing weird beyond it being the middle of the night out in the middle of nowhere. Let's see.
He'll just smile like, oh, again, it's no trouble. But I say, doing this kind of stuff is what I'm good at, so I just figured I'd just go ahead and finish it up real quick.
I noticed you don't have a car. You need to ride somewhere?
No, I'm good. I'm just out for a little late stroll. I couldn't sleep, and generally walking around helps me. But I appreciate the offer.
Let's see. Well, if you're sure. And, by this time you're just about finished putting on the little donut spare. Let's see.
Robert continues to smile and play dumb. Mia, being the player's just like, oh son, you're about to have a fun time. And by that I mean no.
Tire iron to the back of the head.
She's kind of flashing her eyes at you.
Careless whisper playing in the distance on a trombone.
Mood.
It's a trombone, but there we go.
Yeah.
No, even worse, a kazoo.
No.
Yes.
Let's not speak this evil into existence, Sarah.
Evil's already out there.
No.
I'm gonna find that evil.
Robert, you're
Do
finding this woman very attractive.
Ooh.
And she asks you again, if she can't just drive you somewhere. You're real tempted to take her up on it. Connor will be okay.
Well, I guess it couldn't hurt. I don't see no harm in it.
Connor, you can tell, that she's kind of farting a little bit or something, but and Robert seems to be kind of smitten with her. You're not sure you've seen Robert smitten with someone before.
I mean, strangely enough, that is that would be right.
He's he's gonna like palm a little pebble and like flick it into the back of Robert's head.
Pebble bounce to the back of your head, Robert.
He'll feel it, and he'll think about that for a second. Like, again, as tempting as it is, I should be all right. Truly.
Oh, well, okay. Well, thank you. She runs over, she hugs you.
Uh-oh.
It's a very nice hug.
Stab!
He's hesitant, like, and he like brings his arms to like start the or finish the hug. Like, okay. He is genuinely confused because all he can think is like, why? Besides just fixing a tire, I don't trust this for some reason.
What is there not to trust? As I pull up your character sheet.
What is there not to trust? Since
What
the
is-
DM.
What is there not to trust, says the cackling demon that we call God.
All right, I need both of you to give me Connor. I need a cunning roll from you.
Okay. Anything
Cunning.
in particular?
Let me see here. Cunning empathy.
Okay.
And Robert, I need composure. Composure empathy.
Ugh. So it's just gonna be straight cunning because I have no empathy for people.
I'm sure
What a
you're very,
coincidence!
I'm sure
Oh,
you're very
no.
cunning, though. Let's see.
2
this falls under
successes, technically?
her.
2 successes for me.
Does it add any of your general successes? Do you have a general success on anything? Like your gun?
Everyone is
Question.
suddenly horny.
Mm-hmm.
This is a skill I haven't really used much. One of my specializations in culture is being familiar in how like street life works, like people pulling cons and stuff like that.
That would factor
Could
into
I?
this.
Okay, I'm about to say. So instead of empathy, could I roll culture instead? For just sort of instead of sort of sussing out, okay, what the hell is she doing? As more
No,
of,
but
like,
I'll let you count that specialty in for
let's
the
count the
enhancement.
specialty.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 3 successes then.
All right.
In that case. Well, see, I just realized like I have 2 specializations in culture. I'm like, I don't think anyone's ever rolled culture yet.
Nope.
There's a first time for everything.
Yeah, I figured
Best time.
I figured I'd at least ask.
All right. So she only got 1 success,
Okay.
despite this being her primary pool.
Womp womp.
Yeah, man.
It's like me rolling 0 successes in a close combat roll, despite that being my primary pool.
Do I get a terminate? Do I get a tangent for that? No, where'd those rules go?
No, you do not.
All right. So how many did you get total, Connor?
I got 3.
All right.
And I got 2.
Okay. That still beats her 1.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, because you have the other thing going on. Hold on a second. Let me double check what that penalty is. Okay, Robert does not notice, and I'll
Okay.
explain how and why later.
Sure.
Okay.
Connor, when she starts to nuzzle his neck, you get this bad feeling something bad is about to happen.
No, you mother.
Vampires!
Except when she rears back, she doesn't sprout like Vampire Fang.
Uh-huh.
Succubus.
But she's got kind of a lamprey-looking mouth.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Worse.
I love that.
So, considering how close I am,
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah.
I,
So with that, we're going to jump to the other party right quick.
okay, fair enough.
I just have for Sasha for some reason just has the heebie-jeebies and she doesn't know why.
I mean, yeah.
All right, so Sasha and Norm L. Guy.
I don't know why that's funny to me.
Y'all are over closer to some of the plants. Of course, you're talking about, big buildings, but they're also on a lot of land. So they're well back from the road, but not quite on the water. And as y'all get there, you see the shift change happening. Y'all have noticed the frequency of police patrols. You're not as certain as Connor that this is an unusual amount, but it seems like it's probably more, more than would be normal.
This seems like an excessive amount of police.
Fuck said that.
And like I said, it's a shift change, so the road right around here is busy. People coming in and going out.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back.
Normal guy, 12 o'clock at night.
Norm L. Guy.
You start hearing singing.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Language of singing?
It's kind of distant. You can't really tell. It's faint, but it's beautiful. You really want to get closer to hear it.
I feel like this is someone's. They turned you into a toad.
What, from Brother Arthel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry, that's actually some old media I know well.
That's a deep cut.
I'm feeling old. If that's a deep cut, I'll be just over here with my cane.
All right.
As she should be.
I think she.
Yeah.
So the rest will get closer. Normal guy.
Sasha will follow. Like, let's be aware that this could be some kind of fuckery. She's also trying to keep, like, kind of, at least to shadows, not, like, right up next to them.
So y'all walk over, you cross the road, you're walking on probably one of the plant's property, but it's over to one side, not close to the building, so nobody seems to notice you.
I look like I belong there, it's fine.
As you get close to the water, you see a couple other people walking towards the water. One of them is still smoking a cigarette.
It's gonna be a scene from Jaws in like 5 seconds.
When you get to the well, it's not a beach, but when you get to the shore's edge, the voices you heard singing, you see two women standing there singing. There's already what looks like one of the guys from the plant just sitting down in front of them.
I'll watch from here, from my vantage.
You trying to stay out of sight?
Yeah.
Okay. Both of you give me stealth rolls.
Does Sasha need to, considering her power? Or contested roll?
If she's just going to rely on her power, it'll be a contested roll.
I mean, she's, like I said, she's staying to, like, the side, like, anything kind of shadowy. But I'll do...
But both of you are feeling the urge to approach these people, so you've got a +3 difficulty to the roll.
Okay!
It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine. No one's gonna get turned into a toad.
Absolutely.
How much momentum do we have?
5.
Yep.
You
Oh,
got
you
1 point
used-
left.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Sorry.
So stealth and
If it makes you
Wait.
feel better, though, they can't roll for crap.
what am I rolling for this?
You are rolling.
Usually dexterity or cutting.
Okay.
To my
The roll they just made is against Telarius's, Norm's, stealth. So what did you get on your stealth?
I haven't rolled.
there
it yet.
isn't
I'm
a
not
stealth.
seeing- I'm
There
not-
isn't stealth
I haven't
skill.
ro-
It's
usually
subterfuge.
Subterfuge, okay.
I'm sorry.
How much momentum do we have? Someone answered. Like
Yeah,
I
one.
heard 4 different numbers.
1. You have 1 left.
We
Okay.
had 3. I used 1.
Then that would be 2.
Somebody burned 2 at one point.
No, sorry. I used 2 for the
The roll back.
the roll.
With
you
Lamprey.
started with 2, and then this one was 1 you got for somebody flubbing something.
Cool. Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. I will use that last one then.
All right. You have
No momentum.
just the way I like it.
Ooh. Okay. 3 successes.
All right. 3 successes, but you were at a disadvantage of or a plus
Sure.
3 difficulty. So that leaves you with 0 successes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're not fast enough. You're not really trying hard enough to hide. One of them sees you and starts beckoning you forward.
What do I need to roll considering she is using her power?
They'd be able
What
to
was
resist
the-
the power anyway. So
Okay.
they'll make that roll, and you just make your, was it legend knack or
What was it, Eric?
It is manipulation plus legend versus cunning plus legend.
yeah, they rolled a little
I'm
bit
gonna-
this time.
I'm gonna have a great time. I have 1 legend, so I'm just rolling athletics.
No.
My entire
3.
legend?
Yeah.
I
Your
burnt 2 of them.
Yeah, but your legend rating is still
Yeah,
3.
the rating is not bad.
Grr. Okay, I feel a little better now.
Yeah, you have 1 legend to use, but your legend
Yeah.
rating is still 3.
5.
All right, so that's 5 successes, minus the 3 for your difficulty, leaves you with 2. They look at you and beckon you forward.
I don't wanna.
Well, you don't have to walk forward. You're not being mind controlled. You really do.
She ain't.
You really do want to go meet them.
She-
There's a party that really wants to go meet them.
There's also a part of her that knows she's out looking for shady shit, and a part of her that's got 5 dots in a cult. And weird lady singing in the water near a factory screams weird to her.
They're not standing in the water. They're right at the edge of the water.
Oh. At the edge of the water at midnight singing at a factory.
People do weird stuff on break sometimes.
That
Uh,
means
I mean, the
right.
horror stories I've heard of stuff happening in our produce cooler.
I mean, I've worked.
Oh.
I
not lately,
Well-
thankfully.
no.
Wash your vegetables, people.
From that one.
No, she's curious, and that nosy part of her wants to, but she also knows this is weird, yo. And we're looking for weird, yo. And this is an area where weird happened, yo.
Yep.
Sasha's having that thought, and Hilarious is not quickly, but is making their way, and it's like within Sasha's eye line, going down. these-
Making their way downtown.
Yep.
Lampreys Pass.
The other 2
Sirens
workers you saw
singing.
heading that way, they don't hesitate. They just walk right up.
Yeah.
The guy that was smoking walks up to one of them. She reaches up, she takes out his cigarette and kind of drops it over in the sand. Kind of strokes the side of his face, pulls him over, sits him down next to the other guy that's already sitting down. The other one of them is approaching Telarius. Or, excuse me, Norm.
Okay. I'm still not. I'm not running up to them. Oh my god, hot chicks! But just like if there's a stairs going down towards them, just like sitting.
This
by
is
the
just the
stairs.
slope of the shore.
Okay, so just like at the bottom of the slope, just kind of like vibing, listening to it.
If you don't resist, she comes up and takes your hand and kind of puts her arm behind, just kind of starts pulling you towards where the other guys are sitting down.
I'll move forward. I will insist. I'm sorry. I'll stand though, but it's lovely.
She just kind of nods. She never stops singing. She just sort of nods.
Sure.
One of them, after she sits the smoker down, that one goes and gets the other guy. No, he pretty much followed the two of them there, and she sits him down.
Right.
The one that brought Telarius over there starts walking towards Sasha.
Can Sasha see anything magic-y going on? And can she understand what they're singing? Well, she could. What are they singing? Because she can understand literally any language.
There are no words. It's just a tune.
It's just a hum. But prettier.
Aerial shit.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
Probably more Snow White.
She's fudge. I'm gonna roll something to see if she spazzes the fuck out. Okay. Because that's how I resolve all of my stuff.
Now, I know you can see magical orbs around objects. Could you see a magical orb if they were generating one?
Presence of magic. You know when you're near an object or place of true magical or sacred power.
Object.
So I will let you interpret that as you will.
They're making it a magical place. I mean,
As the story out of the object or place is magical or sacred.
There's nothing sacred or magical about this place.
Object or place.
There's no sacred object or place. Can't talk. There's nothing sacred about the place. There's no object particularly.
Okay. Follow-up question.
Mm-hmm.
You said it was kind of tuneless. It's not like a language of the gods or anything, or a language of divine beings.
No, it's more like just them singing me, kind of a
Do-re-mis.
that sort of thing, yeah.
Dorime.
It's a tune that they're doing with their voice, but
Okay.
you can tell even at a distance. You could tell it was a human voice.
Yeah.
Or a human-ish voice.
Composure. Let's see how she handles this. Nope. She'll walk forward, but
she's not unaware that this could be potentially dangerous. She's not unaware that this is weird.
Yeah. She's walking forward, but she is really ready to throw hands if need be.
She's very stiff.
She's sus of all of this.
Yeah, she should be.
Yeah.
She's mostly in her head, she's like, I'm making sure Telarius does not get murdered by these harpies. Or sirens. Or these weird ladies distributing vibes.
Phrasing. Continue.
Yeah, that was bad phrasing.
Man, we just vibing. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's ready to throw hands, but she'll follow to a point.
All right.
She's not getting into the water.
She takes you by the hand. She leads you up to where everybody else is. Well, everybody's sitting except Telarius. She tries to get you to sit down next to the other guys.
She will not sit down.
She just smiles when you refuse. You hear some splashing in the water. 2 more women have swum up. They stand up in the water and they kind of shake their hair off. They're in, bathing
Backing
suits.
up. Backing up. Backing up. Backing up.
As they walk out of the water, they match into the tune. As you start backing up, the one kind of reaches out and, not grabs your hand like forcefully, but just kind of catches your hand. If you pull it back, she's not going to stop you.
It's hilarious.
The woman that took your hand starts speaking. There's no reason to be nervous.
Really?
We're all just here to have a good time.
It's hilarious.
Huh? Oh God.
Does Sasha know Talarius' full name?
Yes.
She would know Talarius Amoriad.
Yeah.
If he gave her, I don't know if he's got a middle name or not.
That's what they've given everybody.
Talarius Amoriad. Let's go. Using since Walk on Notice is clearly not working right now, imbue a legend into Sekim's Blaze. Like, tries to keep her eyes averted enough to where the
when you switch power, the guy sitting there kind of go, like they just realized, like one of them just realized you were there.
I've been here the whole time.
Talarius Amoriad. Let's go.
Oh,
Actually,
please
using Second's
stay.
Blaze. Sasha,
Hmm?
are you actually using Second's Blaze?
Yes.
All right, what does that do?
You manifest your power. Target must either flee from or is cowed into submission and ceases. Well, they basically. Damn it. She's gonna get yelled at by Talarius. She knows this, but basically they have to take the suggestion you give or not, or they can run.
Okay. What's the roll?
Presence plus legend versus resolve plus legend. Let's go. Let's do this.
All right.
It's PvP.
You didn't even do it. We did it.
I like to think I'm
I'm gonna
manipulating you into it.
I'm gonna put subterfuge.
3.
0.
You can
All
yell
right.
at me, lady.
Talarius runs,
Where?
backing up towards
Okay.
the factory.
Like, I was like, is he running towards the water, or are they running towards the water?
They go up and up towards the factory.
Lovely meeting you, ladies. Have a nice evening.
Goodbye. I hope we see you
Chasing.
again.
Chasing after Talarius.
They're
Slow down! Trying to catch up. She's not good at running.
You haven't deactivated yet, so they're still running.
She activates it. If she realizes, oh yeah, damn.
So probably towards like about where the factory is, like past it maybe a little bit.
Sasha winded like.
I don't know. Y'all are all in pretty good shape.
Or decent shape.
You can still hear the
Like-
music in the background.
They're still like behind a tree or something.
That seems a bit weird.
Then the singing
So-
stops and screaming begins.
Oh fuck!
Now, cutting back over to the park.
Mm-hmm.
Connor, you had just seen the lady sprout a lamprey mouth.
Uh-huh.
Clearly intent on giving Robert the worst hickey of his life.
Right. Since I was prepared for something, may I act? Or are we rolling initiative first?
Gotta warn me first.
Are you okay, sir?
I was drinking.
I didn't notice. I
You're
only noticed the
welcome
coffee.
here.
Oh, fudgeroni. Okay.
All right, so yes, the 3 over here in the park will need to give initiative rolls just so we can keep it with what. Though Robert is unaware of what's happening, so this first little round he won't get to do anything.
Okay.
Surprise round.
Basically.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I mean, I'll go ahead and do my roll.
Oh yeah. By all means, go ahead and do the roll.
Yeah, so am I rolling initiative for this since I was sort of like prepped and waiting for her to do something? Since she
Yes,
did
because what
before
she's
me?
doing is very quick.
Gotcha.
She's not doing the slow motion vampire. It's a very quick something.
Fair
It's not
enough.
seductive at all. It's just
Not at
fucking
this point, no.
feed me.
Fair.
Predatory.
The time for seduction has passed.
You tried that. It didn't work.
My dice. Okay.
When we have no momentum. Or do we have momentum now?
You have a momentum. Hilarious failed.
Mm.
Oh, that is fair.
We have a momentum.
Alright, so Robert got 3 successes. So we have a 3, a 2, and the bad guy's going a 2.
Okay.
For initiative, though, I always let the players take over the take precedence over the NPCs. So both of you get to get not Robert for this first round, but the order will be you two, and then the nice lady.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So Connor, since he's still unnoticed as far as he knows, I should say being the keyword there. He's gonna pull the staff out from behind his ear.
I thought y'all left the magical items behind in case the auras gave you away.
No, that's right, he did. Hey, never mind that. Yeah,
Sorry.
so he will. No, it is what it is. He will. Zip forward. And. Yeah, he'll just attack.
Alright, so that's 2 successes.
Oh no, I haven't rolled the attack roll yet.
Oh,
was
that's the
for
initiative. I'm sorry. Go ahead and roll that then.
8.
Yowza. Her defense is 2.
Okay.
Get direct.
Okay, so gonna zip forward, suddenly appearing in her vision, as I'm gonna sock her dead in the mouth.
Might want to rethink that. Lamprey mouth.
Oh no, I know.
Well, his fist is wider than the mouth.
Oh. Not as terrifying as I was thinking. Okay, never mind.
And
It's a human-sized mouth. Yeah.
How serrated are the teeth?
You'll make me look up
Yes.
pictures of lampreys, aren't you?
Yes.
There's a
I-
gift
I-
bit on the thing.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had books open covering up Discord.
It depends on the lamprey.
They're not
It does.
particular. In this case, they're not particularly serrated. They're mostly just kind of sharp and piercing.
Sharp. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he will. Yeah, deck her in the mouth for free. Which gives me 6 still to go with. So combat stunts. I'll do knockdown trip for 1.
Okay.
Which leaves me 5. Then I will use all 5 to establish a grapple and smash her face into the ground to keep her teeth like on the pavement.
Can you imagine how hard dental work is for them?
Oh,
All right. So yeah, you pop her a good one, and then you kind of, grab the arm, slam the head. The illusion of a young woman is completely gone now.
Yeah, I figured.
The hair is still pretty blondish, though it's got a slight, like when somebody bleaches their hair blonde and then goes swimming, it doesn't mix quite
Like
right.
seaweedy green.
Yeah, it's like still blonde, but it's got that slight green to it.
Like she
Yeah.
got some algae in that.
That's kind of what it looks like now.
Oh, fun.
Her skin is unnaturally smooth.
Uh-huh.
Like it's even creepy to the touch. It's like you'd imagine something aquatic,
Okay.
that kind of dolphin or eel smooth.
She's a fish.
She's still in basically a humanoid form.
Uh-huh.
Ariel's let herself go.
Though where you got the arm snatched, you can see her hands are clawed. They're also webbed.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, still basically humanoid.
Mm-hmm.
And struggling.
He just whispers, "Hello there. That wasn't very nice."
She's definitely stronger than a normal woman should be. Or
Yeah.
a normal mortal, period. But not like, you don't think she'd be anything in your range. Robert, this all happened very quickly for you. You were sitting there 1 second, awkwardly not sure what was about to happen. Already, plotting out your letter that you'd write about this. I never thought this would happen to me.
Dear Penthouse.
And then there's just a rush of wind, and you see Connor slapping her down on the ground. And then, like I said, she no longer looks human. Not completely human, anyway.
All right then. That's lovely.
Yeah. That's why I smacked you in the back of the head with a pebble.
Look, I at least said no. Or at least attempted to say no.
He was saying no, but she was hearing maybe.
Absolutely.
Consent!
He was saying no. She was hearing lunch.
It's like, ooh, potential dinner? Don't mind if I do. It's like, no.
Alright, so she's gonna try to break that grapple.
Okay.
Let me pull up the combat maneuvers.
The only thing that she can do with any successes she generates
Is break free.
Is try to break out of the grapple.
Alright.
And I don't know if I make defense rolls during that as well or not.
No, I don't believe so. How many successes did you put into this?
5.
Alright, so she's got to get 5 successes just to break free.
Yep.
She's not bad in a fight, but
She's fighting someone who's a demigod in a fight.
yeah. Because I was thinking about doing multiple actions with her, break free and take a swing at you. The swing being contingent on her breaking free, but
yeah.
But I'm going to spend 3 tension.
Oh
Okay.
shit!
I hate it.
Well, I've had this stack of 6 sitting here for so long.
I both love and hate it. It's like,
All right, well, here's the sound of all that tension.
I can feel
nothing.
it. I can
Yeah, we can feel the tension, Jason.
feel it. We can taste it. We can smell it.
Now, let's see. That's 3 successes, but 2 of them were 10, so let's re-roll those. And one of those is a success.
So it's more successes.
Let's see. What specialties does she have? Nothing useful. Alright, so she only got 4 successes, so...
Which fails.
Yep. That slippery skin seems to be kind of useful. She almost gets loose.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and you did a damage to her. I need to write that down.
I did.
Alright. We'll call her Siren 1. All right, so back up to back to you two. What are you two doing?
They were screaming. Oh wait, no. Wait.
No, no. I
Other
mean,
two,
in,
other
in
two.
the in the initiative order. Back up to Connor.
Okay, two. Never mind. Ignore me.
You're good.
All
You can go again, Connor, since you're technically grappling her.
right, cool beans. I will do that. Combat. And she's down, so she loses a defense or 2 defense, I think.
Is that how that works, or is she just at a disadvantage? Let's see here.
Disadvantage isn't a thing, really.
Take down.
It is in a few. But being prone, because I did knock her down, she does lose some defense.
Okay.
I don't know how much, but I want to say it's like 1 or 2. Let me double check combat.
All right.
Because we're usually just punchy, 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 punchy. We don't do the special stuff.
Mm-hmm. So are you trying to keep her in the grapple, or are you trying to inflict damage on her? What is it you're wanting to do?
Well, while I'm in control of the grapple, I can inflict damage while I hit. Or while I'm in control.
Mm-hmm.
Where's it? -1 penalty to their defense against people in close range. Okay, so I'm going to hit again.
Okay.
Or I will roll to attempt to generate successes to see what I do.
Gotcha.
I should say. Okay, that is 7.
Her defense is a 1 currently.
So it leaves me with 6. She still has that 5 complication to get out. The complication, the difficulty is a 5, I should say. So I will inflict damage for free.
All right, she goes limp when you do that.
Okay.
I don't know if you slam her head down on the ground again, or
Slam
bring a
her head
knee
down
up
the
into her
ground again.
face, or what y'all do. But she goes limp.
And while still in control, ear down, is she breathing?
I want to say you just knocked her unconscious because.
Okay. And then
it's also like intent, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, my fists are natural weapons, but they're still bludgeoning.
Yeah.
So,
this doesn't strike me as something that was necessarily just immediately lethal, but you took her, you took her health out, so she's definitely out.
Yeah, and he'll, with his knowledge of basically fighting, is he fairly confident she's out?
Yeah, you don't think she's faking.
Okay, and he'll just get up and. Whew. I'm gonna call Penelope later.
Yeah,
there's like a line of texts from on Connor's phone that's probably off right now.
It is off right now, yeah.
There's just a bunch of texts. They get slowly more and more incoherent.
All right.
It's just all screaming.
You knock her out. You stand there. Whew. And then we cut back to Sasha and Norm.
Hilarious is Norm is hiding behind a tree, hears them screaming, and then continues to run. Place is not even on.
Sasha's gonna look over towards the. Can she see the waterfront from where they've ran?
It's up a slight slope. But when you look at that direction, you don't see you don't see like the tops of anybody's heads, though. And there's not a lot of screaming. The screaming isn't prolonged. The song just stops. You heard a couple of screams, and then it's not quite silence. There's some rustling. There's something going on over there. Some commotion.
Looks at the slope. Looks at fleeing Norm out Hilarious. Looks at the slope. Follows Hilarious. What the fuck was that? Hilarious. Grabs Hilarious.
gotta catch up first, but yeah.
And she's trying.
What? God,
Okay, so
You're
we both
gonna-
agree. We both agree. What the fuck was that?
clearly a siren.
Siren harpy, maybe water harpy. I don't know. Seagull harpy. There's a thing. I don't know. Shit. Fuck. Tits. Would Sasha know? Can she roll a call to figure this out?
Yeah. Give me a roll.
You haven't seen the it would be like you didn't see the lamprey fangs yet, so you wouldn't know that just yet.
Well, she wouldn't know that, but like, there's probably only so many like things that come out of the water singing.
Mhm.
4?
Yeah, it's probably some kind of siren.
I don't like this. As they're like continuing to walk with.
There's
Hilarious.
lots of variations of the siren myth. So
What
thinking
a-
it's some kind of siren isn't answering any real specific questions.
Yeah.
In most of the legends, sirens drown sailors, but yeah.
Yeah. None of those were sailors. They're like actively hunting them.
Is Robert's phone on?
He would have probably started to turn his phone on to get in contact with you two
Just
to let
a
you know.
line
Like,
of
hey,
texts like,
oh,
what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck.
he is then
Hilarious
going-
as texts. Or Sasha's spirit animal.
Yeah, no, at that point he would have just been like, well, okay. He's thinking to himself, well, I think I know what could have happened.
Do we go back to the safe house? Or do we go look at the third location or the second location where the 3 were taken? Do we just call this a night?
Do you want to know what you're looking at your phone like that for?
So something's wrong because I have a line of text from Hilarious that's basically him screaming fuck.
So they probably ran into something too.
Oh, I'm betting bottom dollar.
They don't even have to have their hands on their phone to like text it, so there's just it's just a stream of fuck as they're thinking it.
Mm.
I love that.
I mean, that is amusing, won't lie.
Hilarious Moriad, god of cyberpunk.
Mm. That's a mood.
Uh,
All right, Robert, do you text him back? Or text them back, I should say.
He would be like, is there a problem on your end? Question mark?
gets a text. They gather themselves. No, everything's fine. Smiley face.
Without hesitation, Robert texts back, I don't believe you.
Good. Where are you?
He would mention the text, what was it, that we were down on the waterfront?
Yeah.
Correct?
Just turn on your location. I'll be there in a sec.
Will do.
So
Alright.
we're going live now. We're here.
Are we turning our phones on?
So I
Well-
turn their phone
Just
off.
Robert. Yeah, but I said Robert's doing it.
Well,
It-
go ahead.
I was going to say it's up to Connor if he wants to turn his phone on too.
We
Hey,
did agree
it'll
to
look
share
it.
info with the other band about what the fuck's going on in the city.
We can.
She tried to eat you for dinner. Safe to say the disappearances are
Stem from this.
whatever the fuck these things are, eating the citizens for dinner. If nothing else, the other band has at least been protecting the city. I believe we can at least trust them that much.
How far would it be from the waterfront from the factory to the waterfront? Or how long would it take?
Moving at Connor speeds.
No. Moving at my speed.
Oh.
Moving at normal.
I don't know. It's several miles, 2 or 3 miles.
So about 5-ish minutes.
15ish, something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's start hoofing it.
5
They've been
mile.
hoofing it.
I don't like any of that.
That was good.
Yeah, that.
Well,
Mm.
mystery solved, I guess.
I guess. Are they just random sirens hanging out in the water? Were they put there by someone or something?
I had Robert turn on his location, so we're gonna go run to them.
All right.
Good
Within
idea.
15 or 20 minutes, depending on whether or not both of you are moving towards each other, or if one.
Sure.
If two trains leave,
Two
Hey,
groups of Scions leave.
Connor, he will be looking for something to tie this thing up in. Hands, feet,
oh yeah,
lassoed together. Basically, hog tying the fish.
You can search the car that's sitting here.
jumper cables.
Yeah, that's what he'll do. Yeah, he'll
Well,
search.
or I can make
car.
it creepy and there's like duct tape and rope and stuff in the in the trunk.
Let's not make this any creepier than it is.
I mean, go ahead. If it's in there, he'll use it.
There are jumper cables back there. There is
Just put her in the trunk.
there's some netting. You don't know how strong it is. It's part of the car where you can like put groceries in right at the back of the trunk.
Oh, okay.
So how strong, little nylon something, how strong that would be, a little
It's
up in
like
the air.
fishnets.
Okay. So this is the waterfront. Is there any like steel bars, like rebar or anything like that?
Let's see. Over on this side, it's more parky than.
Yeah, that
No,
crowbar.
that was their side.
You do have that. You do have the tire iron. You want
That's
to like
true.
bend that around and make handcuffs out of it or something.
Basically, yeah. Just whatever he can find, because
Yeah.
he does automatically have scale 1.
Oh
For
yeah. You could bend
strength
with
related.
your epic strength. You can bend it, no problem. It's not long
Yeah.
enough for you to do like hands and feet.
No, yeah, he'll.
Is it like a cross tire iron? Like
I was just thinking of one of the curved ones that's got like the
ah,
Yeah.
little
But say he'll.
yeah.
socket
Like
at one end and kind of the flat point at the other.
I'll say he'll use that for her hands. He'll get the jumper cables and like tie like some pretty complicated knots around her like legs and feet to keep them
Okay.
like put together. And then just for giggles, he'll take like the little snappy portions of the jumper cables and attach them to the crowbar.
Oh. I didn't know where you were going there for a second. Okay.
You had me there in the first half. Not gonna lie.
All right. So
Okay.
eventually, y'all all get back together. Y'all, you see that Connor and Robert have managed to capture something. It doesn't look like what y'all saw.
What's that?
Yeah. This is what tried
uh,
to eat Robert.
Oh, maybe that's what they looked like when they stopped singing.
What?
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 Everyone looks at Robert.
Let's not pull the whole what bullshit routine. What are you talking about?
By the factory, ladies by the water singing. Really? Yeah.
Very good
Lured people.
singing.
Very good singing. Lured people in. More came out of the water. We ran, and there was screaming, and then there was no screaming, and we continued running.
Right, so they're probably dead and eaten.
Probably.
Fortunately.
Right. Do y'all care if I call Penelope?
Nope. You're out of him.
Do we just? Okay, yeah.
I was telling Robert, we at the very absolute least can trust that they've been trying to at least safeguard the city in some capacity.
All right, you do that. I'm gonna go catch my breath over here. And Tillarius walks off and calls their mom.
You stay in sight.
I'll stay between the two groups. Like,
Whatever.
You don't know what I'm doing. My phone's in my pocket.
And he will call Penelope.
She picks up on the second ring.
Hello.
Connor?
Yeah, so we found at least 2 races of things that have been trying to eat the townsfolk here in Olympus. I have one of them hogtied right now.
Oh, you're already back in town.
Yeah, Dad kind of said, hey, you need to get back now, and punted us off the mountain.
Sounds abrupt.
Yeah, he's kind of like that.
You say you caught one of them. What was it? Or what is it?
Looks like some kind of lamprey looking thing. From the sounds of what Sasha and Tillarius ran into, there's apparently sirens involved too.
Okay.
Or of some description.
That was something that was on our short list of what might be doing this. Sirens, silkies, a few other water motifed creatures.
Well, this thing apparently looked like something that apparently specialized in seduction of some kind, then tried to eat Robert, and I punched her in the mouth and then knocked her out. Now it looks like some sort of lamprey fish thing.
Might be able to cast illusion, or it might be shape shifting.
Possible.
You said you got one. How many are there?
Well, there's just the one here that we ran into. We were investigating around the waterfront where those disappearances were.
Can you send me a picture of it?
Yeah, hold on. Click.
pose next to it. She does not pose next to it.
Like white people when they catch a fish, it's like
Yep.
Yeah, that's an ugly one.
Yeah.
But if it could speak, it is intelligent, then we could interrogate it, or then she corrects herself. You could interrogate it.
Yeah, that's the plan. See what we can't figure out.
Was it attacking someone?
It came up, tried to seduce Robert, and failed miserably.
Beard powers too strong.
Don't get your dwarven crafts.
I'll do some research on sirens, and if I find anything interesting, I'll let you know. If you get anything out of it interrogating it, please let us know.
Yeah. We were going to investigate that third spot, but considering they seem to be hunting in these same areas, figured if y'all want to maybe hit that one while we work on this, sort of knock out as many birds with as many stones as possible, as it were.
We're currently staking out the, and she names off the whatever street that main industrial area is on, the middle one.
Oh, that middle one.
Mm.
Well, that's the other area we haven't checked.
You were checking the other two disappearance sites. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had decided to group up here since there were 3 disappearances here.
Yeah, from the sounds of what Sasha and Tillarius ran into, there's a whole group of disappearances now at that one further to the east.
Where at?
So, that third site to the east of you.
I mean, specifically, where was the attack at?
Sasha will name off the factory if this is on any kind of speaker.
He'll hand the phone off to Sasha.
She'll just name off the factory.
You hear her repeat that to somebody, and then you hear a rush of wind.
It looks like Kim's on it. Don't know if they're still there. It's been how long did it take you to get here?
15, 20 minutes.
30-ish minutes between the running and everything.
Well, no, he's asking. I see, because Connor doesn't know.
Yeah.
Third half an hour.
Okay, so it's been a little bit. So they might not be there, but
You hear her tell Dixie, or you hear her say Dixie, call the police. Tell them to meet Kim, and she names off that factory again.
all right, we'll work on getting this one here.
Hope Otter has redeemed a party appreciation
Hey.
for Sasha at the end of the night.
Yes.
So does that mean she's got to appreciate the rest of the party? The rest of the party's got to appreciate her.
That's how that works. Everyone had. She has to appreciate everybody.
Okay.
Oh, I was about to say
Sweating in the corner.
if it's an appreciate Sarah moment, then we're gonna be here for a few hours.
There's
Oh no, my internet connection, it's gone. Oh god.
No worries, Sarah. You've got until the end of the session to think of something.
And
look,
next
we're gonna
week.
end.
Oh, look, it's already past 9.
So once we get what we can out of it, wanna meet up, compare notes, etc.
Hey, we can meet up sometime tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. I'll
Not too early, because I think we've all been up late tonight.
yeah, I bet.
Say late lunch, like 2 o'clock.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think we still need to recover from that one hell of an arm Dad has.
Yeah, the gods don't seem to realize how fragile some of us are.
I mean, granted, this was after he decided that he was gonna, mimic a slinky going down the stairs of heaven, but
That sounds on brand.
yeah, that's Dad for you.
All right, then we'll move over and take care of at the factory, and we'll see you tomorrow for lunch. Then,
All right, we'll do.
and then she just hangs up.
Never says goodbye.
Mom, are you okay, Mom?
What?
Phone again, be right back.
Just checking.
Your mother answered. I was like, what?
It's been a long.
Honey, I know you're in China. You've got to keep up with time zones.
I'm back home.
Oh, good.
We just got back last night, I guess. It's okay. Just making sure you're all right.
It's only a little after 12. It's still tonight. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm fine.
It's not the next day until you wake up. Yes.
Are you okay?
All right.
Did something happen? You
I'm
sound
good.
a little. You sound a little frazzled.
Just doing a little. Oh, I guess you don't know how it is, but like, it was just I'm a little rattled, just making sure. But I'm, checking in on with everybody first. You're okay.
It's not.
That's all.
It's not Psyche again, is it?
No, not this time.
Oh, okay, good.
Just
I'd
making
hate to have to go have a talk with her.
You wouldn't.
I probably couldn't find her.
Okay, thanks, Mom. Love you.
She's like, love you too. I'll see you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I have a bunch of stuff to show you. Click.
All right, so where are you taking the siren?
Well, since he has kind of foregone self, he will. I have to actually. My brain wants to go. Heaven's grace. That's not it. Heavenly stride. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he will zip back to the safe house at top speed.
Folk Connor's there to open the door for you when you get there.
Yep.
Smoochers and Spruce are asleep until you come in. They kind of rouse up. The dragon peeks out the door. What was the dragon's name again?
Shada.
Shauna. And then she looks kind of pissed and comes like just stomping out. Looks at the knocked out critter. You said I could be there for the fight.
We weren't expecting the fight, and it tried to eat Robert. I had to act pretty quick. There's probably going to be a big fight after this, trust me.
She turns around, slaps the table over with her tail, and storms back up.
Do you want to be here to intimidate this one?
No. I wanted to fight. Alright, so he zipped off at super speed. What are the rest of y'all doing? Are y'all just heading back to the
back to the safe house, I guess.
Okay. So y'all are all like jogging down the road.
None of us are jogging.
No, we're not.
Why do that when there was a perfectly good car that I just changed a tire
Yeah,
on?
exactly. Let's add carjacking to now.
Carjacking, why not?
Are you going to steal the car?
I mean, the person who owned it was probably dead.
I was fixing to
Making
say,
it a crime
I'll
scene,
worry.
just saying.
Let's just leave the car. Report the car there.
Alright, we'll do that.
Do the anonymous
We've had an
tip
abandoned
thing,
car and we changed its tire, but other than that, we ain't messed with it.
We took the jumper cables and the tire iron, used them to handcuff a siren, but other than that, we haven't messed with it.
I'll leave an anonymous tip on and making sure I'm using the anonymous browser on my phone, all that good stuff.
VPN.
We're not sponsored. I don't have to say any names.
Just a VPN, not
Yeah.
any particular brand.
We'll call it Nope Envy. Yeah. VPN.
Call us Nord.
I said nope. I made it all generic. Alright. So you get back to the safe house. As y'all are passing where that factory is, you see all kinds of police cars pulled down close to the shore now. There's ambulances.
Should we have tried to fight?
There's a news crew there.
I think.
Now, do y'all just walk along the road, or do y'all try to stay out of sight as y'all are passing through all this?
Staying out of sight.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I'm still dressed like a regular dude, so like.
And I'm dressed up of however Talarius fixed me up.
And I am cloaked in shadows.
By the time you get back to the safe house, Talarius, you are getting texts from what was your report or what was your media lady's name? She had an oddball name.
Violetta Sanquist.
Ah, yes. Actually, managed to flip to it pretty quickly. You're getting texts from Violetta. Contact me as soon as you get this. Followed by this is bad. And this is bad. There's a link.
Click the link.
It goes to a. It's a clip from like the live news that has just been on. They've got it up on the news site, not hers, but one of the other ones in town.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize the area. It's where all the police were. The reporter is talking about there being one surviving witness. And you see the police, the guys, they got a blanket over the guy. His clothes are just shredded. And he looks mildly injured at work. I mean, he's walking. They kind of get him up. And then they're trying to get him kind of on a stretcher, just as, standard procedure or whatever. But as he goes by the camera, the camera picks it up. You can hear him saying, they were right there and they just left us. And the reporter is talking about the two people spotted, running away. One of them, they were, the police are checking the camera footage from the factory to see if they can identify who it is. But the witness said something about seeing a couple of the local Scions here, and then
Could not have possibly seen it. Saw stuff that it was me.
You're right. One of the local Scions.
One of the Scions.
Looking at the video, Sasha, you recognize as the guy that gave a start when you just appeared next to him. The one that actually got a good look at you.
Yay!
Actions have consequences.
And we will cut off there. Next week
Sasha's
we will
gonna
take
go
up with
throw
the
herself.
questioning and the media spinning.
Sasha's gonna go throw herself at some sirens now and just
Uh,
end her suffering.
Next time you hear him singing, just walk in there. Take me, I'm yours.
Sasha's just gonna go pout with the dragon now. I can't do anything right.
She's not going to sympathize with you. She's going to look at you. Dad should have taken me. She can guard the animals.
Okay.
Alright, so... Sarah, I believe you owe Otter a party appreciation.
Since it's like 16 after, I'm just grouping all you people together.
I'm the GM. I don't know if I count as part of the party or not.
You're technically part of it. You're like all of the NPCs, so...
But the MCCs aren't part of the party. Well, okay, I guess the
Yeah,
dragon.
the dragon.
And Samuel and...
Two chums.
What is it? What was the guy from freaking Ekajetti?
Jim Riley?
No, him and Staska.
Laska.
Oh, Stas.
Staska.
We're jumping back multiple campaigns by this point now.
Oh yeah, we're in the
Alright, stop stalling.
Okay. I'm really good at that. All of you folks are fantastic. Able to who is laughing somewhere?
My
Able to
partner,
like okay, no, you're good. I'm just like we're anonymous laughter. Great laughter though. Brain go. Have known all of you for many years, some more than others. All of you fantastic, can roll on a dime with whatever is thrown at you and throw it right back at me and make me go, wait, what? Some more than others. You all have fantastic beards and facial hairs.
Don't lie to me.
Dude, your hair's glorious. I'm envious. No. A little bit. But yes, I love all of your faces.
Aww.
Tuesdays are the highlights of my weeks, and every other Saturdays when we're not interrupted by like conventions and other stuff. But yes, I love all of you very much.
Same.
Yeah.
Heart emoji, but I have push to talk, so just mirror this.
There you go.
That was very nice, thank you. We all think
no,
you're
seriously.
okay too.
I am. I'm perfectly adequate.
All right, so I hope everybody had a good time. I certainly enjoyed running this session, especially. It's always fun. You can almost kill a player with their soda.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So everybody watching had a good time. Hope you come back next week. Deca, what have we got coming up on Diabear the rest of the week?
You have a list. Tomorrow's probably
Not on
It's-
Streamlabs. I know.
It's
It's
right
Edition
below you on
D&D.
Twitch.
Thursday we
It's
have
not on Streamlabs.
Thursday we have a Knight's Ransom. It's also 5th edition D&D. Saturday is, or sorry, we don't have anything on Friday. Saturday is Stolen Cities, and Sunday is Varenheim. And then September 16th, mark it on your calendars, the return of wow, I almost said the escorts. The troubleshooters.
Oh,
And this will be season 3 for them, right?
This will be season 3.
And Otter says tomorrow no stream.
No stream tomorrow. Never mind then.
All right.
Same Dire Bear place, same Dire Bear time, channel, whatever.
You know there are people out there that don't even know where that comes from,
I know, and it makes me sad.
and probably old.
Yes.
Ugh.
Anyway,
Join me.
we will see all y'all next time. So until then, y'all have a
Wave.
good week. Bye bye.